sure everybody just got the news. The strike has temporarily ended. Let me emphasize temporary. I think they came to an agreement that over a period of a few years, they'll see a total raise increase of 61%, and I think the union had agreed to that. The only thing they didn't get, big surprise that I knew was going to happen, is to get companies to agree that they're not going to automate. To me, I thought that that aspect of it is a bit unfair because automation is the future. AI is going to take over whether you want it to or not. Some jobs are going to go away with AI, but they're going to create new opportunities. And see, people fail to see that. I'm going to say, personally, the fact that they got a raise, I see that as a victory. And I know some people say they should be happy to have a job. They're ungrateful. They messed up the economy. There are people in that camp because I've been reading comments. Sorry, excuse my burp. And based on their salary, because some people argue there was a hurricane and people are homeless, I can see that. Although you needed a raise, okay? It's also true that at 81K you are still making a livable wage and money. Still, I'm the type person, I don't put it past corporations, and I give my hats off to you and congratulations. You deserve that raise. Y'all, let's not be naive. And I'm going to get to the point I want to get to in a minute that has nothing to do with the strikers itself. It has to do with these hoarders in stores. Make no mistake, the robots are coming. And the robots are going to take over a lot of things. It's going to be like an alien invasion. There is no way to stop automation. It's even patently unfair to tell companies they cannot innovate, because if I'm not mistaken, there are already ports around the world that are automated. If right now you won your victory and you're sure that your job can be gone, when you're not on those docks, please go build your skills in other areas that can either keep you on that dock or can move you in a direction where you are safe and sound. Again, I've always been a proponent that you deserve a raise, but automation is inevitable and you're not going to stop it. Here's where my rant's really going to go, and I don't blame the people so much who went on the strike as the people who jumped on unnecessary bandwagons. See, now you've hoarded toilet paper and all kinds of stuff. So with the holidays approaching, assuming that you celebrated, how much did you stand to lose because of your panic buying? See, y'all ain't learned by now. Don't get it twisted. People knew, and I was subscribed to somebody here on YouTube, I won't say who works down at the docks. And this person didn't come out and say it, but hinted for a while around spring that this could happen. And it was known that this might be coming. So why do y'all feel the need to go on a store and hoard things last minute and think it's not going to cost other people? Yeah, because you're thinking about yourself, and that's fine. But now you've hoarded at a time that holidays are coming up. When are y'all going to learn that a lot of these corporations and a lot of these big conglomerates that sell these things just got a big hefty payday off of your panic? To them, they're sitting back laughing. It's like watching a soap opera as it unfolds. Why? Because you showed your true colors. Those of you who went out panic buying. The news was telling you, and you know the news can't be trusted, but but you know, mainstream news, but they are accurate most of the time. What was the common theme that they told you as the consumer? Do not panic buy. What did the newspapers tell you? Do not panic buy. This wasn't just so much of a thing to tell you not to be selfish as it was to warn you in a low-key way. This thing might end. But this strike could go on for a long time. Why would it? I bet the statistics of how many shelves people empty fast is going to be beautiful. And then to make it so bad, because some of those things aren't perishable that's about to get off. Because of supply and demand, these big conglomerates are still going to make their money. Because something that was sitting on all of those ships was something that people needed. And it's far beyond toilet paper. Who knows? It runs the gamut. They made money off of your panic, and now they're going to make money off of you on the back end. Because it's going to take them even a few days to catch up. Got you. And yet, instead of planning ahead of time and doing things in small increments, y'all still fall for this okie doke. I get why some people here are super rich and why most of us are poor. They can play a lot of the masses like a fiddle without impunity, because you fall for things rather than thinking logically about it. These people made bank twice. First, they made bank off of getting you to panic. And outside of the perishable stuff, they're about to make bank off of you again, who feel that FOMO means you need to go buy up what wasn't taken the first time, because some of you are going to do it. When are y'all going to connect these dots? This argument, and let me state something I didn't say in my last video that I only put in writing. If you are $50,000 and under, okay, you are considered below the poverty line at this point in the United States unless you know how to budget. Don't misunderstand me. I'm not talking about y'all, because some of y'all are working really hard and can't break that 50,000 and under ceiling. And you can't go out here and hoard the way these other dummies did. I'm not talking about y'all, because it hurts y'all more than anyone. And I have been that person. And so I understand where people can stockpile and make things go away. I won't say I suffered during COVID, but that was a time when I wasn't making nearly as much. And so I understand how you feel, because I lived it. The lesson that can be taken from this is don't get too enraptured in your holidays and buying materialistic stuff you don't need. Cut back, get a little more frugal. Because those workers insist on no automation, and that was not in this negotiation that just went down. This is far from over. January 15th is going to be the day that it's telling. Be ready, because after you have your New Year's celebration, these ports may just shut down on the East Coast again, dependent on if the workers insist on pushing against the automation. Start getting y'all some stuff in small increments and be ready for what's coming. Because at this point, this ain't no joke. Get prepared.